How's it going to be for us disabled people this year? 2020 coming. 5 more years of Tory rule. Are you, like us, waiting on the PIP appointment? Are you waiting maybe on universal credit? Are you the kind of person who reads in the papers, like I just read, of a person with Down syndrome being asked to attend a job centre to perform a number of humiliating tests? Do you ever ask yourself why that happens? Does anyone of us actually believe that the Tories have the slightest bit of concern for those of us who are sick and disabled, like my wife and myself? Does anyone listening to this who is sick and disabled and claiming benefits to which we are indeed entitled to believe that the Tories want to do anything other than kill us? I mean, that sounds dramatic, but I mean it quite sincerely. They appear to want to kill us. Now, okay, they can't use the machinery of death like the Nazis did, of course. They can't do that. They can't cast us all away or cart us all away to special hospitals and give us injections and quietly put us to sleep. Yeah? They can't, no matter what their feelings on eugenics are, they can't take away disabled children at birth and euthanize them. They can't do that. But do any of you even understand why they seem to have this pathological desire to get rid of us? If we're sick in the head, if we're sick in the body, why do they seem to have this desire to deprive us of support, to deprive us of our human rights, the right to life, the right to liberty? Why do they have that desire? Why do they actually have it? I mean, all right, we all know that the media will be full of stories where somebody gets an expensive car on the Motability scheme, yeah? And there'll be people obviously looking at that story and going, well, I've got my beaten up '07 Peugeot 206 and they've just got a brand new car that cost me £18,000 to £20,000. That can't be right. Along come the DWP. And of course, that's the only means of transport, the only means that person had to get out into the community, to shop, to socialise, to do the things that it means to be human. But having that, suddenly the DWP goes, oh, no, you don't really need that. We'll take that back. Yeah. How many people has that happened to? And do you know why it can happen? Because of the hate towards us that's been produced in the media. Whether we be saints or scroungers, we're not really disabled, are we? Yeah? Tell me, how many times have you even sat or walked around car parks and you've seen a car with the disabled sticker parked in its windscreen or whatever, and it's legitimately parked in a disabled person's space, and somebody has gone, I bet he's not disabled. Bet you'll see her jumping for joy when she gets out the car, won't you? How many of you have seen that? I've seen it. It's not just us. that they seem to want to dispose of in a truly dystopian, frankly Nazi fashion. They also want to get rid of the Roma community, the travelling community. It is outrageous how they are going to deny these people their simple human rights to exist. They have decided on a method of law, a range of laws, where it takes nothing to come and have a Roma community evicted from anywhere they happen to be staying. This is an you've heard of antisemitism. This is called anti-ziganism. Ziganism. Anti-ziganism. Yep. It's been popular in Europe and across the world for thousands of years. Now, don't start with the old, oh, you must be lessening the Holocaust. Oh, yeah, talking about anti-ziganism. And no, can't do that. No, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. That might mean that I might be actually saying something that could be anti-Semitic. The Holocaust itself involved Roma and Sinti families. They liquidated what they called the Gypsy camp at Auschwitz. They took the children separately, and the Holocaust of the Roma and the Sinti, well, that kind of gets ignored, doesn't it? Yeah, no one's going to talk about that. No, definitely not. I don't know about you. I identify with minorities. I personally identify with them. I identify with them and feel for them and support them because we too are a minority that the government are coming after. Make no mistake, electing Johnson, whatever you wanted about Brexit and all of that lot, it's like it's the end for British democracy. You've ended it. You've finished it. This man will act like a dictator. This man wants the powers of Trump. This becomes a dystopian society. Parliament and all the debates and everything now and the opposition, it's just a formality. Ultimate power belongs in the hands of this blonde-haired mophead from Eton, this toff with no morality, no humanity, and very little common sense, decides everything now. You'll pay for it, believe me. You wonderful middle-class people that obviously voted for him thinking, well, better him than the anti-Semite Jeremy Corbyn. Better him than free broadband. You think you're not going to pay for that, don't you? You'll pay for it. They'll come for you. You see, once they've got rid, like most fascists and dictators do, of the sick, the disabled, the dispossessed, the intelligentsia, the intellectuals, the unions, once they've got rid of the groups within the church and everything like that, once they've got you to hate the minorities you need to hate so they can get rid of them, where else are they going to get the money to keep themselves rich? They won't be able to get it from all these people who they've kind of economically murdered. Yeah, they're going to come for you. Now, you might start off by first sacrificing your 2 holidays a year. You might not get that second car this year, but they're coming for you. You're who they want next. We may soon have gone. And I really believe that. We may soon have gone. I don't say much for my chances under 5 more years of Tory rule. Honestly, I don't say much for my chances. But know this. Unless you change how you vote, you middle class people, I am warning you, they're coming for you. They want a world that exclusively exists for the richest and the most powerful. They need a minimum number of serfs to serve them, but with society going the way it is, and computers and mechanisation and less physical manual jobs, obviously they don't need as many of us. Yeah, so this is the beginning of the cull. Yeah, and that cull will spread all the way up to where you are in the middle class. You will soon be surplus to requirements. Then they're coming for you, your kids, your relations, your family, your housing, and everything they've already come to get from us. They're coming for you. I warn you now. Change. Vote for change. Vote for another way. Because if you don't know how many years' time, but probably over the next few decades, you're next.